Hello, how's it going? Welcome to A Bass Guy Show. This is episode 1618. I think it's 1618, I'm not sure. Welcome. Hello to Frankie McDonald's. Please type 1 if this is working. Hello to Sky of the Universe, who's in Ottawa. Just took a bus from Montreal to Ottawa. And thank you to John and Pat for tipping the show over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Thank you for supporting. Hello, M. M, we gotta watch those flying monkeys. All right, thank you. Hello to John, Sky of the Universe in Florida. Let's hear it for Larry, the producer. Poor Larry. Welcome to our Bass Guy Show, episode 1618, May the 9th, 2025. So here we are. Thank you for letting me know we're streaming. We got the knee cam down here, which is actually the pedals, and we're on automatic. You can see up there the audio level, which should just be around the, I like to have the mic low in the room because I don't have headphones. So it should be in the yellow, just tickling, yeah, baby, the red. It's been a long, hard week. It's been very cold lately. It's been a long, it feels like a 7-month winter. The low tonight or last night was 3 degrees above freezing, above ice. So, you know, it's raining, it's cold, it's through the bones, and doing all the gear and doing everything, it's let's hear it for Gary. Hello everyone, A Bass Guy. Last week's show intro was best ever, well done. I can't even remember. This is the thing, if you like the show and you'd like to help and you'd like to support, you could always go to bassguyshow.com, if I can get this thing to work, and bassguyshow.com, and you can either support by tipping, by joining our Patreon. I don't want to show off, but I have 4 Patreon members. Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, I have a huge, massive, yeah baby, announcement. Larry, drum roll. Oh, you're doing it. Okay. Let me just. Oh, I can't hear it. 1 second. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Sky of the Universe, whose videos we're watching right now over here, has just reached has just reached 10,000 subscribers. Woo! Right on Pat, right on Sky of the Universe. Woo-wee! So Sky of the Universe is our good friend, and we're going to watch a video that him and I made this week, a 10-minute long video. I thought we'd watch it in like 2-minute increments, so why don't we just even start that right now? So, as I said, if you like the show and you'd like to help, it's not very difficult. You can just go to bassguyshow.com if you'd like to help. And I don't have that video ready, so just give me a second. Oh, I just made, the reason I'm late, Larry, can you turn off the reverb, please? It's because I just made a video. I don't know if you can see behind me. It's not the greatest thing in the world. I'll try and get it better. The low... Larry! Trying to get rid of the reverb. There we go. So yeah, bassguyshow.com if you want to help. We've had 1 or 2 tips this month, so thank you very much. Here's a video I just made before the show. It's 2 minutes long. It's a little cheap projector. It's not that great, but the main projector I have is so loud I can't hear myself think in the room. This thing is super silent, and if I need to put a little bit closer to the wall, and it looks kind of good. You can see it behind me right here where my hand's waving. It's not that bright, but when you're home alone and you're sleeping at night, you point it towards the ceiling, it's actually pretty freaking amazing. It's very bright in the dark. And it comes with 13 slides, and they're all pictures from the Hubble telescope. So they're actual real. There's the nebula eye. So we have that. And while we're doing that, I also wanted to show you a little bit of Pat and I. Pat just made it to 10,000 subscribers. I've been on the Bass Guy Show for 11 years solid, and I have 3 subscribers. So here's Pat. And here we are. This is kind of how we met a few years ago.
Yeah, it was actually
Beautiful, eh?
Isn't it? And this is a spot where we're able to see things from a different perspective. Usually we're on the other side. This time we're on this side.
You can see all the people walk up and down the boardwalk. The water level's almost at flood level.
That's right, we're at minor flood level stage.
I think my great-great-great-grandfather is buried under the tomb under that church.
That's incredible.
So we have a lot to get through. I'll let you see this train first. So there you go. We'll just turn down the volume here. We're just going to go into... So I don't know if you noticed, but when you see most people stream live, it's nothing but just one cam, and then the guy or girl says, "Is this working? Are we live? Is this thing on?" So the show that you see me doing with all the moving cams and all the music and levels and everything, I'm doing all by myself. So there's the projector. It fills up the whole wall if you put it back further, but the image. So I literally got it. It came. The doorbell rang about 2 minutes before the show started, and that's why I'm late. So I posted that little video up there. So I'm doing this all live. Pat, who just reached 10,000 subscribers, I guess is celebrating because Pat is live right now in Ottawa, and he's in prison, or he's going to prison tonight. And this is a hashtag fact. He's going to prison because he's in Ottawa and he's staying, I think it's a hostel, and it's a old, like 200-year-old prison, big thick stone haunted castle prison that is been converted into a youth hostel, into a hotel. And your room is the size of the bed, and when you go to sleep at night, you hear screaming voices in your head. And I'm looking forward to... Pat might call in, we don't know. So hello to Ryan Hector. Yeah, the chat's working. Sorry, I didn't see it there before. So we'll go back to Pat's videos here. And hello to Jarell. Good evening. So thank you, Jarell, John, Ryan Hector, TJX1, welcome. Gary Music and Entertainment. Frankie McDonald will be calling in at 10:45. So in about an hour from now, Frankie McDonald will be calling in. My alarm clock should go off, so I get ready. And I'm going to jam some music. It's been really, really cold here. I'm very, very tired, very sore. I suffer from spinal damage, so I have chronic pain that runs through my eyes and neck and ears and toes. And you know, people say, you should try eating alfalfa. Have you tried? I know a great chiropractor. Imagine going up to someone in a wheelchair who's like got, you know, can't move, and you should try spinach. So let's not get negative or whatever. So I'm going to start off with a little... That's not negative. It's just the truth. They say narcissists cannot stand authentic people. It's the kryptonite is authenticity. So let's hear it for Sky of the Universe. Right on Sky. That's amazing. Got a little bit of rain here tonight. This is actually video of Sky of the Universe in December, so a few months ago in Ottawa. And I just kind of clicked that up there. So thank you for letting me show that, Pat. And we're just going to jam. Your chat wall does go on the wall up there as well, so if you'd like to say something, you can. And we've got all these different scenes here, and the black and white as well. And I can even be in Bass Guy City, so you can see my bass there, and in a second you'll see me waving. Hello, this is Bass Guy City. People used to call in live to the show. And we had a plastic walkway, and the camera would slide up. If you want to check out what I'm talking about, check out the archives on the shows a long time ago. So sometimes I wake up every morning at 3 or 4 and I eat breakfast and I practice all day and I get some song. I did it. I've done 20 shows so far this year, and every show I would practice my ass off and charts and do all these things and make backing tracks, and no one would say a word. So tonight we're just going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to jam. So thank you, Sky of the Universe, for maybe calling in and for being in Ottawa and for 10,000 subscribers. That's amazing. I don't know why I'm getting my volume on. Oh wait, I know what I did. Check this out. So see, that's where you could be checking out if it's working or not, because I hit the wrong button and I was only coming through one speaker. So if you look on the audio meter up there, that's a live audio meter, and I'm only coming through one speaker. So someone could say, hey, bass guy, you're only coming through mostly one speaker. And I'll be like, oh, okay, there you go. 1, 2. Or you could say, hey, see, that's much better. You said, hey, bass guy, you're in the green too much. You need to be up to yellow. Do more call-ins. Donnie, I love it when people tell me what to do. That's what my show is all about. In fact, Donnie, that's such a great idea. I never thought of that I should have more after 11 years of people calling in and over 400 million characters. I never thought of having, you know what, Donnie? You just won 17 million internet points for that amazing idea.
You just won 17 million internet points.
There you go, Danny. I don't. Anyways, yeah. Thank you. Post your ideas. I'm just joking, Donnie. I love it when people say you should do this. You know, when you see a musician and people say play this, play some Eagles, play Led Zeppelin. I know that the musician thinks, and the right answer would be, I want to hear whatever you want to play. That's what John Cockey says a lot, my friend down the street. So, maybe we're all turning into pickles. Oh, and I want to show you the box that we just opened for the projector that you see behind us now. And I'd like to thank my friend Catherine for the sticker she gave me. It's a picture of a bear, and it says, "My flabbers have been gasted." And I meant to bring it to the studio just now, and I forgot it. It's in the 80s room. So we're just gonna. Oh man, 1 second. Frickin', I'm doing my show. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I perfumely apologize. There's someone at my window. 1 second.
Oh man, keep doing
Coming.
something here.
Frickin' window.
What am I doing?
That one has glasses.
Hashtag real. Okay, so let's play some music. Let's just jam a blues. I'm just joking. We're here to have fun. I'm back. Sorry, technical difficulties. I'm logged out. I'm logged into the prison Wi-Fi. I think tonight Pat has officially become a trailer park boy, because they have a new series from jail, or it's about 2 years old now. Jack works countless hours and spends lots of time and money. And you have no idea, Pat. You do, actually. So Pat's going to call in from prison with Frankie McDonald. What else do you want? Okay, I'm going to play some music. This is the part where everybody leaves. Thank you for watching. Bass Guy loves you. No fear.
You just won 7.
Every day I have the blues. Every day I have the blues. Worries and troubles, baby. You know it's you I hate to lose. Nobody loves me. Pack my suitcase, move a little further down the line. Pack my suitcase, baby, move a little further down the line. Ain't nobody there worrying, ain't nobody crying. Nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. Nobody loves me, I lost my underwear. Worries and troubles, baby, you damn right I've seen my share. Let's hear it for Sky of the Universe. 10,000 subscribers, congratulations. Our friend Sky of the Universe, he likes to film all of Montreal in transit. Today he took a train to Ottawa from where we are in Montreal, and he's sleeping in a 200 or 300-year-old prison. So thank you for tuning in. My name is Bass Guy, and I'm going to go to some live looping now. We're just going to make some stuff up and see what happens. So I hope you enjoy whatever you're about to hear. Thank you, Pat. And oh yeah, let's go back to a little bit of the video that Pat and I made. That guy's a great YouTuber. Here we go.
Met a few years ago.
Yeah, it was actually, and it was sunset, and I think you said that's how you met Frankie as well.
Yeah,
during the sunset.
at the boardwalk at the sunset,
Yeah.
and you're filming the flood, and I was filming the flood, and we didn't know each other, and we were both filming this.
Oh yes, when we met
first
without
time
meeting.
we met without meeting.
So the first time we met without meeting, yeah. So that was during the 2017 flood.
Because we were doing the
Yeah.
same thing. We were documenting, filming
That's
life.
right. And it was over there by near the church, just behind the church. And Jack was there taking pictures, and I was there. And somehow I found out later that we were both in the same place at the same time.
Stuff, Things, Life.
Stuff,
See the
Things,
title,
Life.
it's right up there. Stuff, Things, Life.
I've called into the show a few times. I've been in studio, which was an honor.
And your Sky of the Universe is your username?
Yeah, Sky of the Universe, that's right. Just put Sky of the Universe, and you'll
At
find
Sky
me.
of the Universe, and you film mostly transit,
Yeah.
but Montreal life in general.
Yeah,
even
exactly.
outside of Montreal even.
Yeah, I like to make a joke. It's a universe of random things and randomness. So yeah, I like transit. I like filming nature walks, news stories, emergency responses, trains. Well, the last week or two, I've been actually kind of taking a bit of a break, refresh.
So I'm just gonna jam. I have no idea what I'm about to do, and we're watching videos of Sky of the Universe in Ottawa, Canada, where fun goes to die. Just joking. Love you, Ottawa.
Once we pull the veil away, we see this inchoate kind of force willing itself. He says on page 17 that the will wills itself absolutely and eternally. So it's not even simply self-preservation, because self-preservation implies myself relative to a different being. The very ability to distinguish myself from a different being is already part of the veil of illusion or representation. Actually, nothing is separate from anything else ultimately. This also resonates with Schopenhauer's use of Buddhist and Hindu philosophies. The will is a sort of mindless or blind impulse, which he describes as the will to live. It's the chaos behind the veil of illusion, which is representation. Once we pull the veil away, we see this inchoate kind of force willing itself. He says on page 17 that the will wills itself absolutely and eternally. So it's not even simply self-preservation, because self-preservation implies myself relative to a different being. The will is a sort of mindless or blind impulse, which is a sort of mindless or blind impulse, which he describes as the will to live.
Why everybody, speak the language of music, the globe. I mean, forget the universe, just the earth. Why? I mean, you don't speak Chinese, you don't speak maybe another language, you don't speak Greek, maybe, but you speak music. You speak music. Why we need music? Why everybody, speak the language of music? The globe.
The garden in Van Gogh's sweet as candy. My name is Jack, I'm the opposite of whack. I like to rap, and how about that? My mama thinks I'm cuckoo and her dada thinks I'm lame. I said people think of me all the same. I went to school and I acted like a fool. I got a bad grade, so they treat me like a maid. I said 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, hickory dickory dock, you can suck my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, yes, damn good, kocham z tobą moja pokni. Przepraszam, moje polskie jest dobrze. Goat. Van Goat. I love you, Van Gogh.
yet profound, begins to unfold. You discover you can sit with discomfort without needing to flee from it. This is no small shift. Most of our lives we are taught, implicitly or explicitly, to avoid, suppress, or anesthetize any feeling that unsettles us. We call it coping. We call it strength. But in truth, it is often a quiet form of self-abandonment, a reflexive flight from the parts of ourselves that hurt, that tremble, that feel too much. The shadow feeds on this avoidance. As long as you cannot face what is painful, the shadow governs your behavior from behind the scenes. The escape takes many forms. Some seek it through addiction, substances, screens, compulsive patterns that numb the ache. Others retreat into control, perfectionism, overthinking, strategies designed to keep life predictable and emotion at bay. And then there are those who hide behind anger, sarcasm, or denial, not realizing these are simply shields forged in childhood, armor against feelings once too large to bear. But in all these efforts, what is lost is intimacy with the self. The soul becomes a stranger, and without even realizing it, we live on the surface of our own being. When the shadow no longer rules your energy, something subtle yet profound begins to unfold.
Van Goat.
They hate your resilience, which is why they try everything they can to bring you down. They can't see you being strong because it reminds them of their own weaknesses. They recruit flying monkeys and enablers to send across your way only to keep you entangled, only to keep you busy with all the mess they try to create later when you leave them. They can't see you flying away. They can't see you standing for a cause. They can't see you openly speaking about your emotions. They can't see you owning your mistakes because they can't do it. Owning your mistakes, reflecting, taking responsibility are all acts of bravery. It takes a lot of courage to acknowledge one's wrongdoings. And when you do it, they feel like a failure. Deep down, they want that authenticity. The idea of it is alluring, but their false self does not allow it to become their reality. And you know, if a narcissist cannot have it, what will they do? They will try to take it away. If they can't take it away, then they will destroy it. That's exactly what they try to do with your bravery. They hate your resilience, which is why they try everything they can to bring you down. They can't see you being strong because it reminds them of their own weaknesses. They recruit flying monkeys and enablers to send across your way only to keep you entangled, only to keep you busy with all the mess they try to create later when you leave them. They can't see you flying away. They can't see you standing for a cause. They can't see you openly speaking about your emotions. They can't see you owning your mistakes because they can't do it. Owning your mistakes, reflecting, taking responsibility are all acts of bravery. It takes a lot of courage to acknowledge one's wrongdoings. And when you do it, they feel like a failure.
Rushing, but I try to do at least one live stream a week. Also try to film at least a metro ride or two a week. And there's always like different requests, which I'm in the process of working on as well. Different people want to see different things, different themes. And you know, it's documenting. That's what we like to say, we're documenting. Set, and you have your camera, you have a little clamp on your bag for your camera.
So yeah, I'm trying all the different manual settings. We're using a Nikon SLR today with Hollyland microphones, Lark M1. And today's video is sponsored by no one because we're losers and we don't make any money.
We're doing this for
no,
free.
we're authentic and we do it for
Exactly.
free because we don't sell out.
Which is priceless.
And on that note, thank you to people like Miami Christine and Julie, like who got us the computer.
Indonesia. So I know you've been working on the over
So
water
thank you
base.
very much.
Yeah, from Carlisle, English,
Yeah.
a 6-string.
You're still waiting for the kit?
Yeah, all the electronics. It's a very expensive custom base from me.
That's a video that Pat and I made this week under the bridge, like the trolls that we are. We have Sky of the Universe live in Ottawa. He's sleeping in an old prison tonight that's been converted into a youth hostel. And we have Frankie McDonald calling in about 20 minutes, so you can ask Frankie your questions live. Hello to David Smith. That was a little jam. The chords were D major 7 and B minor 7. I think it was a snippet from a Polish song by the artist Kaya, and that's why I started singing in Polish. I was saying rude things in Polish, so if you know any Polish or you have some software that can convert that, I was saying stuff like przepraszam, ale robiłem kupę. Skurwysyn ręk sowiecki. Tak to jest dobrze bardzo. Ja jem jastek, ja jestem głupi. Przepraszam. Kurwa macie pierdolaj. I z Bogiem się. Dobrze bardzo. Fajnie. Dva se rok vynili v prošej bardzo jestem kinetičikiem. Dobře. So, bienvenue tout le monde. Mon nom est Jacques Cassie, Jacques Legault Cassie. Et ça, c'est mon... c'est quoi ça? Ça, c'est mon maison de musique. Ça, c'est la Basse Guy Show en Québec, Montreal. Je me souviens. Tabarnak. Okay, so now we're going to go to English. We've got Van Gogh in North Carolina. Hello to Van Gogh. It's so good to see you. How dare you, says Van Gogh. Sorry, Van Gogh. It's unacceptable. So let's see what we've got here. If you got any requests, you know me, I love to be a human jukebox machine. Let's go back on the comments a little bit. Good in yourself. Awesome. Get to see you. BG Live says Van Gogh in North Carolina. David, where are you? I put that on my bucket list. Shaka or shakalaka? We say shaka, which is from the great doctor Nair Mumstead. And then we found out that shaka means hang loose in Hawaii. And we used to say shaka all the time. So the 212 bus you want to hear, that's a great song. I can look for the backing track and I can play that for you, Van. We'll be right back after these messages with a short version of the 212 bus for Van Gogh in North Carolina.
Producer of the Bass Guy Show. Anyways, today I introduced you to a new product. Larry Cinnamon Bun Treats! Larry Cinnamon Bun Treats will open up a whole new world of cinna flavors in your crusty mouth trap. Once you cram one of these babies down your incessant noise hole, you will be transported in all your
Okay, Larry,
reality
take the turkey out the oven.
my control room.
You are listening to the Bass Guy Radio Show.
Hot coffee blend down your jazz gullet. So run out to your nearest grocery store now.
There you go. Everybody gets a cup of coffee, free. Everything's free. There's the nuthatch. If you want to name him, I was thinking of calling him Thatcher.
Van Gogh broke the show. There's
Not only that,
playing.
but Weather Guy has the basemobile now, and he's out in the country, so the basemobile has kind of semi-retired with the chicken.
Or something, cause yeah, a video was playing and it wasn't.
Okay, Larry,
so.
take the turkey out the oven.
You are listening to the Bass Guy Radio Show.
Okay, Van Gogh broke the show.
Oh my goodness,
Van Gogh,
is that
actually,
who I think it is? That's Van Gogh. Holy shit. I don't know what's going on. Usually, like, we're just on the internet, but we're still just on the internet, but we're also here. So this is Van Gogh, who's in the room with us right now on the chat board, and he was here in real life, but he's from North Carolina, so I don't understand what's going on.
Part's not real.
It's not real. Okay.
Whoa. Take away the fire. You've been watching the show for at least 5 years.
It's been a while. It's been a long time. Yep. We both had hair then, or longer. Well,
So
I still
totally
have hair.
recognize you. I feel like I
Did you?
know you know?
Did you really?
It wasn't like, who's that?
That's the Shaka block. Sandy touched that with her hands. And she made that, and it got sent here, and it was missing one letter from the postal code, so they sent it back and made Sandy cry, and then she mailed it back again.
Paid for it twice, didn't
Paid for
she?
it twice, yeah, because of me and my stupid show.
Do you guys remember this?
And inside we have the gold chains from Gajan, if you want.
Ah, is this? It's like kissing the Shaka block, isn't it?
Can of Dr. Pepper. Crusty dust bugs.
Crusty dust bugs.
I've
You've been looking for that.
I've been looking for some of this stuff for years.
How's that?
And I finally found it.
Nick
this
is here.
And this is the original hat dent.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave the show up to Scott now. You need to end the show, Scott. You have to figure it out.
Dop Online says you have a swag box, so.
If you like this show, how do we do this? I'm so bad at this. Click over here where this thing is, Van, and you can watch a cool episode. Click over here, and you can get yourself a Bass Guy shirt or whatever, and click on my face, and you can subscribe to the Bass Guy Show. Bass Guy loves you. No fear. Love you, Van. Here, and you can get yourself a Bass Guy shirt or whatever, and click on my face, and you can subscribe to the Bass Guy Show. Bass Guy loves you. No fear. Love you, Van. 212. Into the nights, riding the white lines of the village like a neon snake on fire.
Packed and peppered, sealed and seared. I'm feeling baked and fine. He's like a quarter-pound steak.
Start her up. The 211. 212. Okay, let's see what happens. I haven't done this in about two years, maybe. Nights, riding the white lines of the village like a neon snake on fire.
Packed and peppered, sealed and seared. I'm feeling baked and fine. He's like a quarter-pound steak.
Start her up. She purrs like a kitten. She makes the 211 look old and ridden. She's small, packed and peppered. Laps St. Anne's like a rapper. And every time she zooms by, Scrank boys, they yell her name and they feel high. 212. That's our bus. Don't pop the mic, Van. 212. Serving us. Every day she gets her daily rinse. She's washed like a prince. I read the words. She's small, packed and peppered. Every day she's goes around the town like a wrecker. The town is safe, my sweet son. She's the 212. She gets the job done. 212. That's our bus. 212. It's been a while. Serving us. She makes the 211 old and ready. She's small, packed and peppered. She claps and dance like a record. And every time she zooms by, the Scrank boys, they yell her name
they feel high. 212, that's our bus. 212, serving us. 212.
We'll be right back with Frankie McDonald's. Attention. Condom. Okay, we've just arrived to the station. So, yeah, Van Gogh was just saying, someone said, could you play the Bum Bum song, which is Tom Green. So here's a bass guy show. When I was on the Tom Green show, it was about, I don't know, 10 years ago, and he had an internet show called Webovision, and I tried to think of something that would get his attention. So this is back 11 years ago now, I don't know. And I had a green screen. It was in the old days before it got cool. No one was live streaming really. And I put his studio that he was in, and he was in Fairbanks in Hollywood, and I put his studio in the back of me, and yeah, it caught his attention. So
away from the screen for 1 second.
Sure, okay, yeah.
And I have to move away from the screen for 1 second.
Sure, okay, yeah. I'm just kidding, by the way. It's not obvious. It's very nice. It's a nice microphone. Everything's great. Whoa, look at this guy. Look what he just did.
Tom Green show.
Oh my God. That's the first
magic.
Okay, seriously, sir, that is cool. That's the first time anyone's ever done that.
There you go. There's bass guy on a Tom Green show. It was 2015, 10 years ago today. So, and I've been streaming for, I think, 13 years now. We were on Concert Window before all of that. What I wanted to show though, before it gets too late, because we have Frankie in about 1 minute, so I'll probably do it after then. There's not enough time. You ever get that disappointment? It's not that bad, but I ordered this little projector. At least it's quiet in the room. So that space thing you see behind me, that's what it is. It's not very bright. The idea is when you're alone and you're sleeping, there's no noise out of it at all, which is pretty cool. So if you point it up towards the ceiling, it covers the entire ceiling, like 20 feet by 20 feet. And they're actual slides of Hubble telescope photographs of different nebulas and galaxies and the moon and Earth and everything. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's rotating very slowly. And it was about $45 on special. And I plugged it in and I was like, really? If you put it close, it's pretty strong. I got it behind me, behind my bass there. I don't know if you can see it. Behind this bass. The projector's on a little stand. And but it comes with a whole bunch of slides. I got some drugs here. Drugs are bad. I put the slides in here. It comes in little boxes. Frankie, I'll call you in 2 seconds. It comes in oh yeah, I have a full frontal cam now, if we can use that. It comes in little thingies here, and you open them up. I wanted to show this, but it's like a real show. You're always stressed for time. Although today I'm more relaxed than usual because I'm just tired of everything. And they're like little slides. The picture is actually tiny. It's the size of your thumbnail. And then you slide it into the projector, and that thumbnail fills up the whole, something the size of your thumb fills up the whole wall. It's pretty cool. So it's cool for when you're alone at night, and it has white noise, like it plays like space sounds or whatever, and it's all this bullshit. So but before I still have the projector. I might put it on at the end of the show just to test something, but yeah, there we go. We're going to call Frankie McDonald now. So let me quickly just look at the chat. And before I go to the chat, don't forget that I do all this for free. This is episode, I don't know where the episode number is anymore. I think I lost the episode number. It should be somewhere. This is episode 1600. I think it's 18. So let me update that. So this is what it's really like. I'm here all alone. So all the music, all the lights, all the sound effects, everything is being triggered live. So it's the same thing as if you were to pick up your phone and go, hey guys, how's it going? That's what I'm doing. This is all 100% live. And I have anything that's cool, pre-ready and whatnot. So if you'd like to help out the show, please visit bassguyshow.com. You can join the first guitar pedal there. You can click on that. You can join. I don't want to show off, but I have over 4 Patreons. Yeah, I know. Settle down. And you can tip. I'd like to thank John and Pat for tipping this month. And wish list is if you want to buy something cheesy like the little night projector. There's a list of hundreds of, about 20, 30 things that you can get, and everything is for the show, and it'll arrive live on the show, and I'll open it. I haven't done it in about a year and a half because no one's bought anything for the show in about 2 years. So And if you do, I'll get a box, I'll open it. You can leave a note. It's on Amazon. You can leave a note and it'll say blah, 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 and I'll read it live. You can be anonymous or leave a message, and then I'll open it, and I won't know who it's from, and I won't know what it is. And a lot of the tools that we use to do the show were done like that. Like, this is my favorite light, the Pat light. It even survived the war once. It went flying through space, hit a wall, and survived. Larry was just upset. So there's a thing about a guy and there was a dog, and anyways, it's a long story. So let's play Relax here at the cabin. This is my last holiday. Let's look at the year. What year? Oh my God. My last holiday was 2021. So the last time I went on a holiday was 4 frickin' years ago. So just relax. You're at the cabin. We're going to call Frankie McDonald now. And as I was saying, I'm just giving myself time here, Frankie, because I never have time to do all this stuff. I'm always stressing myself out. A bass guy show. I should be doing this talking info shit every 5 minutes, but I don't want to annoy people. So I'm live every Friday night at around this time. I always say 9, but it's really 9:30-ish, whatever, because it takes a long time to set up, like a long time, like 7 hours or something. And if you have your Bass Guy Show card, it gets you into anything for free, which is pretty cool. And what else do we have here? You can join. I have, I think, 4 or 5 Patreon members, so thank you, Sky the Universe, my mom. This is what we're dealing with. I've been doing this for 13 years, and I got like 2 viewers, and I made $12 last year. But thank you very much for everybody. Miami Christine, just absolutely unbelievable for everybody who helps. Van Gogh came down. We met Van Gogh on the show, and there's so much I want to say and do, but there's not enough time. Also, I'm always showing the YouTube videos, but I forget that I have a whole portfolio of all my own videos, but I don't ever show them because I don't have enough computer screens. I used to have 3 computers, and now I'm down to like what I call 1.5. All the computers and the gear and the wires, you would no idea. It costs thousands and thousands and thousands. So when I make $1.50, it's kind of hard to repair everything, but we do. And I wanted to show a little ad before we go. This is by Bass 4001, our friend John. And I could show clips better, but there's not, like I said, not enough screens, and I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Sometimes I can't see the chat. Sometimes I can't see the video that I'm showing you. Like I said, I'm all alone in this room. And I use my whole desk as a sound system for sound effects. So let's try this. This is a great little ad by John, Bass 4000.
BassShow.com before it's too late. Are you on a bass budget? No bacon to buy boomers? Don't be bamboozled by buffoonery and balderdash. Get your bass metal in the kettle and boil them bad boys with the Bass Guy Bass String Boil Bag. Gigging at a restaurant and need to get your boil on? We've got your back. Our new beef bouillon scented bags blend right in. So bounce over to bassguyboilbags.bombdiggitybasshow.com before it's too late.
The world. Sitting or lying down on one of our crimson couches will make you realize that our company is the single most important thing to ever happen to mankind, Earth, and the universe.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand by. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. We have Frankie McDonald calling in live. Frankie, can you hear me? Hello, Frankie, can you hear me? I think we're just tuning in, so give us a second. I can see you, Frankie. Awesome. Can you hear me,
I
Frank?
can't see you yet.
But you can see me, right? I mean, you can hear
I
me.
can't see. I can hear you, and I can't see you yet.
Oh, yeah, I got to start the virtual cam. I keep forgetting about that. 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Frankie McDonald's.
I'm doing great so far. My dad, Frank McDonald, got me the Universe projector before you did.
He got a little projector too with space on it.
He got it for me.
Oh, tell us the whole story about that, Frankie. I want to know about that.
It shows all of the galaxies and planets and things like this. My dad bought it for me, and he sent it parcel to me. That's at the universe projector. That's before you got it.
Oh, awesome. So do you use it sometimes in your when you go to sleep, Frankie?
Yeah, it's a great thing.
Aha, now you can see me, right?
I can see you. And did you hear about this? And the Monica's doing great so far. And did you hear about this? She's doing great so far. They got artwork on the Mayflower Mall. I had East San Mario's pizza for dinner. It was great so far. Weather's foggy and it's cool outside Sydney, Nova Scotia right now. It's been it's going to be a lot of severe weather going on in the eastern United States today and tomorrow as well, especially southeastern United States like Florida and all those places. And Montreal heads rain as well.
That's right. We have really cold, wet, rainy weather over here too. It's been a bit depressing. It's been like non-stop bad weather forever. It's like, oh, someone's saying on the chat board that was not Tom Green. So David Smith, that was Tom Green. Do you remember Frankie Bass Guy show called into the Tom Green show?
Yes.
So thank you for the weather update. We have David Smith and we have Van Goat. Would you like to say something to Van?
Hi, Van Goat. I'm doing great so far. Things are going great so far, and I'm having a great night.
And where are you located right now, Frankie?
Charlotte Street in Sydney, Nova Scotia.
There we go, Charlotte Street, and we have about the same kind of weather. I went to meet Frankie once, and we got to hang out. You can see in the photo there below Frankie. And Sky of the Universe is in Ottawa right now, Frankie.
Yes, he's in Ottawa. He's in a pretend prison.
Yeah, it's not even a pretend prison. It's a real prison, a real old one from 200 years ago.
Yeah, I'm showing you Charlotte Street in Sydney.
So this is Charlotte Street, and Frankie used to film from here when they dug up the whole street. So this is a brand new street. I'm saying the link is not Tom Green. Oh, okay. Sorry, David. It's broken telephone, so lost in translation. So Frankie, where are you going tonight?
At the Capri Club and Doolies and things like this after the Bass Guy show. I got something to say. When a guy, what happens if somebody turned to host in a nightclub? That means when a guy comes over the bar, will say,
"Turn down that music."
The bouncer at the door.
Because, sir, I need to see ID, and he's like, "ID? I'm just gonna go see my friend Joey." He's like, "No, the father here turned the house into a nightclub. He couldn't take the lockdown, so he hired me to be a bouncer, and he went to Home Depot with the family credit card, and he turned the whole house into a dance place now. So you go inside, get a drink. It's $10, and you have to buy a minimum of 3 drinks, sir."
And did you hear about this? The police will show up and say,
Nina. He goes, "Sir," knocks on the door. He knocks on the door. Goes, "How do I do a knock?" "Sir, are you the owner of this house?"
Yes.
"Is this a residential area or a commercial area?"
"Residential area."
Okay, okay, 1 second. Paperwork. Let me see. Okay, sir, do you have a permit for this?
No.
Okay, you're under arrest. You're coming with me.
When the guy wakes up the next morning, he'll say, "Mom, what happened?"
Says, "Son, your dad cracked. He turned our house into a nightclub, spent all our money, and he's in jail." He says, "Son, your father and I are getting
divorce."
That's an amazing joke, Frankie. Thank you.
When the guy comes, that means has to go visit his dad.
What's that, Frank?
When the guy comes, goes to visit his dad, he'll say, guard will say.
Oh yeah, every Sunday at the end of the month for 1 hour. After the hour, the guard says, what does he say?
Top.
Amazing. So Frankie,
did you hear this? Just imagine, doctor picked up the guy and threw him in the garbage at the hospital. Doctor's just too busy.
And the police come. They go, "Sir, are you the doctor, the main doctor of this hospital?"
Yeah.
"Are you the doctor that threw the guy in the garbage?"
Yeah.
"Why did you do that, sir?"
Doctor says, "I'm just too busy."
"Okay, put your hands behind your back. You're coming with me. You're gonna do time."
What's that mean?
He goes to jail, and then he meets the guy who turned his house into a nightclub, and they become best friends, and they start a gang.
What does that mean? Just imagine if somebody turned to host in a daycare center for kids. What does that mean?
What are they building in Frankie's hometown? Asks Van Goat.
Popeyes is open. I already had 4-piece snack Monday.
Can you tell us about the construction of Popeyes?
It went great so far. It's fully opened up now.
And it took about maybe a year, eh? About a year to build?
So it tore down the building in the summer last year and broke ground in late summer.
Have you been watching any good TV or movies or anything, Frankie?
The last movie I saw was Gladiator 2.
Gladiator. Do you like Gladiator movies, Timmy?
I saw Gladiator 1 and 2.
Have you ever seen a grown man? That's from the movie Airplane. So thanks for everybody tuning in. And what's the weather going to be like across North America this weekend, Frankie?
It's going to bring lots of rain in Nova Scotia. It's going to bring lots of rain in British Columbia too. Both coasts. And did you hear where it is? California. Then they got lots of rain in the eastern United States as well. Then Japan's going to get lots of rain in Asia.
It can rain and snow a lot in Japan, can it? That's what I've heard.
Yes, and did you hear about this? Just imagine a guy was driving a monster truck down the street, revving up the maximum RPM.
How fast? What? The big, huge truck driving down the high street, the main street in town.
Yeah, revving it up the maximum RPM. Monster trucks.
Vroom, vroom. The police come and say, you guys are freaking crazy, you idiots. What are you doing driving like that down, up and down the street in your monster truck?
I'm just doing that. He says, I'm just doing that for something to do. I'm bored.
Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. Means he has to go to jail. So now the guy who drove the monster truck is in jail with the guy who turned his house into a nightclub, with the guy who threw the doctor who threw the guy in the garbage. So now there's 3 of them in jail because they just didn't know any better.
Just imagine a few other guys driving a monster truck down the street at the same time, revving it up to maximum RPM.
Why are people driving such big trucks nowadays, Frankie? Big, huge
I'm talking
trucks.
about monster trucks, not regular trucks. It's big monster trucks.
Like wheels that are like 10 feet off the ground?
Yeah.
Like huge, vroom, like in the rodeo, right?
Yeah,
I
monster
think
trucks.
It might be Van in one of those. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we have Sky of the Universe live.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening.
Wow, Sky, where are you? What's going on, brother?
Well, I'm in downtown Ottawa right now, cleaning my lens here. Whoops. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. I was just filming a little walking video here. Yeah, so I'm in downtown Ottawa. I was supposed to call in from the hotel I was at, which is a jail. The only problem is there seems to be big partying going on, so unfortunately I wouldn't be able to hear you guys, and you probably wouldn't be able to hear me.
It's true. The trailer park boys always say that the best parties are in jail. They got the best dope and alcohol in jail.
Exactly, right? Hang on here.
So there's literally a party in the old jail where you're staying tonight.
Yeah, it's I guess a lot of younger people there partying. They come in from out of town, I guess. So, but I did send you some videos and some pictures. So, I don't know if you have them there. You can show our viewers. But
oh, thank you, Pat. I'll check now while you update us where you are and what's going on.
Yeah, so I'm actually don't even know what street I'm on here. I'll fix the camera so it's like this. Hang on.
Yeah, the sideways way is bigger for the screen here.
All right, and I'll change cameras here. Hang on. Hey, Frankie, how's it going?
I'm doing great so far. You're in Ottawa, Ontario. You have reached 10,000 subscribers.
Yes, that's right. Thank you, Frankie. I appreciate that. I have reached 10,000 subscribers. That's right.
What happens if you reach up to 100,000 subscribers? What does that mean?
You get a special YouTube play button, which you have, I believe.
Yes.
That's a silver button, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're on Albert Street and Metcalf right now. So, and I think there's a Couche-Tard down the street. It's Circle K. Maybe let's go there, guys. Let's check out the Couche-Tard, the Circle K. The English version of Couche-Tard. You have it there too, right, Frankie?
Yes. Circle K.
Well, we'll see that. I'm sure Jack will like that. Maybe even grab a bag of chips or something. The other week we were at the Orange Julep. I called in from the Orange Julep, the giant orange.
Just like the picture.
Tonight maybe we'll be visiting Circle K.
Okay, so while you're showing us that, I'm going to show you the video you sent me. So give me 15 seconds.
Perfect. And there you guys can see it while it was quiet.
Yeah, man, just like the picture. Just as advertised. This is awesome. And it's an authentic cell too. Yeah, man, just like the picture. Just as advertised. This is awesome. And it's an authentic cell too.
Wow, that's amazing, Pat. So is it like a scary feeling or anything like that, or?
Yeah, it's sort of an eerie feeling because, as you mentioned, it was actually a jail, and every cell there's a story behind it, like who was there. So, for example, the one I was in, apparently some guy lit a fire in 1912 outside or something, and no one got hurt, but he got 1 month in there. So, and there's no windows, and it's an actual cell door that locks. So, pretty cool. It's a unique experience. I recommend it. Very basic though. Don't go there expecting the Ritz-Carlton.
We have a question from David Smith saying, does Frankie know grave digger trucks?
Grave digger, that's the name of the song.
Van Goat says he's ridden in the grave digger before. I don't know what a grave digger truck is, but it sounds pretty gnarly.
Oh, a monster truck maybe? I think I heard it was a monster truck. Frankie mentioned once.
Nothing says save the whales like a good old monster truck, eh?
Exactly, eh?
I heard that Van Goat has joined Greenpeace.
Oh, awesome. Congratulations, Van Goat. So hello to Van Goat and everyone else.
Van Goat told us last time he was on the show a couple months ago that they need eggs in America.
That's incredible.
Because, you know, the all the politics going on, we need eggs.
Yeah, there's an egg crisis. We have to get Jeeves chickens back. Solve the problems.
So Van Goat saying Pat is in jail. I wonder why.
Stealing Wi-Fi.
So Frankie, can you see Pat in Ottawa?
Yes.
So we have,
he's on the street now.
There's Frankie in Sydney, Nova Scotia. I'm in Montreal, and Pat is in Ottawa. This is such an awesome call. Thank you, both of you. Sky.
Our pleasure.
So let me know what else is going on, like how you got there and the whole event.
Yeah, so I took a coach bus here from Montreal. Took about 3 hours to get here because of traffic. And tomorrow afternoon, I'll be coming back by train at leaves around 5:55, I think. I thought originally it was 5 in the morning, and then I checked, oh, it's 5 at night, 5 in the evening. So I'm stuck here for the day, which is okay, I guess. And you may even see it go by, St. Anne de Bellevue.
It's fun being stuck in a place all day. The first time I ever went to London, England, we were stuck there for like 15 hours, and I had one of the biggest adventures in my life. It was really cool.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong at all.
So how is Ottawa? It's a very quiet place at night, eh? Like there's nothing going on, right?
Yeah, it's very, very calm. There's, I guess, areas that you have to try to avoid because of trouble, just like anywhere else, but very nice city. It's nice to, get out of your comfort zone and explore a different city once in a while.
I was there a little while ago, well, when I went on my holiday 3 years ago, and we know someone close to us that lives there, so we got to hang out, and we're hanging out, and there's lots of embassies and like private police cars and that in Ottawa, I think.
Oh yeah, it's very VIPs and embassies and consulates, you name it.
And that's where the whole trucker convoy was, right? During the
I believe so, yes. A couple of years ago, yeah. And Canada Day's coming up July 1st, so...
Then the 4th of July is on Friday this year.
That's right, 4th of July too, for our American buddies. For Van Gogh.
That means then Jason Marshall's not doing the show on Memorial Day weekend on May 25th. He's not doing the show on July the 6th.
And Jack, I wanted to mention, that was really fun, that little project we did with little pal mics and talking about stuff. And yeah, that was awesome. It turned out good.
It was something different, eh? We got all the equipment and the tripod. We went to a location. We did like a typical like little shoot, like a thought plan. It wasn't even planned. It was actually spontaneous. Pat was just like, I'm in your town now, so.
Oh, looks like the store's closed, guys.
Oh, man.
Oh, well. But here it is. There it is.
Wow, the Circle K, ladies and gentlemen.
History.
Amazing.
Is the store open or closed? You have to double check it. Pat.
Yeah, it's closed. This one.
We should
There's
do.
just an employee in there. Looks like.
Hey, this is
Yeah,
where
but-
isn't this where Tom Green did all his stunts and everything, right? In the streets of Ottawa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was Ottawa. He went around and his famous one. He went into a Subway, and you know when you say to the guy, "I'd like some more tomatoes, a little bit more. I'll have some more cheese." And he kept asking for more and more and more until the sandwich was like 3 feet high.
That's incredible. And he still ate it, eh?
Yeah, and we have a Tom Green fan in the room, and we just showed the Tom Green video, and it's amazing the amount of things that this show and Pat that you've covered. It's that feeling when someone says, "Hey, you should like stand on top of a moose while eating jujubes or something like that and juggling oranges," and you're like, "Oh yeah, I've done that before."
That's some good ideas you got there, Jack. We should do that for our next adventure. Why not, eh?
Just saying, like you've covered a lot of Canada, well, not Canada, but like all of Montreal and the surrounding area and other provinces. Like you went to New Brunswick. You're from there?
Yeah, that's right. I was born in Fredericton. Came here when I was about 3 years old. So.
Isn't Stan Getz? Have you heard of Stan Getz? He's from Fredericton, I think.
I've heard of that name before.
He had a brother. His brother died in a plane crash. It was Stan and I forget the other guy. Very folky, almost Scottishy music, but it's from Nova Scotia. So
that name rings a bell. I'll have to check that out.
Stan Getz, amazing musician. I have my dad's hard drive of music that he collected over about 20 years. If you bring a hard drive one day, I'll give you all my dad's music, and you can have everything he collected. He was he was the biggest music lover I ever met in my life.
Oh, I'm sure he raised you guys to be a musician, so that's where it all came from.
I met him when I was 0, so
there you go.
So thanks for coming down, Pat. Did you see the video, Frankie, of me and Pat under the bridge?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it? We were by the water and we were talking and just hanging out. Maybe we'll do one of those like once a month or every 2 months.
Yeah. And I was a troll under the bridge, so a good troll.
That's where they live, the trolls. I miss the good old days before the internet. Frankie, what did you do when there was no internet?
I played video games and when I went to elementary school back in the day. That's a long time ago.
Pat, I'm thinking of buying myself a little miniature Atari that comes with like 200 games.
What about another thing called handheld emulator? Handheld emulator.
What is that? A handheld emulator?
They get put store. They have a lot of video games in it.
Oh, cool. I was thinking of Atari just because it's old school, and I was going to hook it up to the 80s TV, and you and Pat could have a Coke and chips party and play Pac-Man.
Yeah, you're right. And yeah, what Frankie mentioned, the emulator, it's like a device where they have lots of games on it, and you can play like thousands of games sometimes.
So basically everything, like Atari and Sega and ColecoVision and all that. So
yeah, I think there's different themes.
At the plaza.
Consoles, like the first generation consoles, second generation consoles, third generation consoles, fourth generation consoles, up to fifth generation consoles.
Right now at the plaza, Frankie and Pat, they have an original Sega game system for about, I think, $200.
I had one of those, and I had Super Nintendo.
Turbo Drive was the game that you got for free, right? Turbo Drive.
I think my game, it was called Alex the Kid. But I think depending on the system, yeah, there's different games built in.
There's a really good YouTube channel that plays culture from every single year, like 1960 up to 1998 or whatever, and it shows every decade.
Really?
It's really I think it's called Crazy History or Wild Crazy History or something like that. It's a really good channel.
Wow. There's so much out there on YouTube, eh? So many gems.
And you get a lot of people. I've seen like a lot in Toronto. You get people doing walking videos with fancy equipment and gimbals and all that.
Yeah, exactly. I have a basic gimbal, so I think I showed you it. It was Frankie, you saw it too. Maybe it's a little thing you hold and makes the video stable.
So you're doing what you plan to do, like go on a little miniature solo adventure and just walk around and film stuff.
All that. Yeah, exactly. That's what I like doing, just getting out of my comfort zone and exploring better than just staying in and sleeping, I guess, right? Doing nothing. So.
And you can go
It's
back
good.
to prison whenever you want.
Exactly. I have the key here in my pocket.
That's amazing. I want to show that. Oh, there's the key to jail. I want to show that jail video one more time just for our viewers. Pat just sent this
sure.
in.
Yeah, man, just like the picture. Just as advertised.
So there's the jail there. We can see it's like a big long hallway. And is there lockers or something? They're actually cells all down the hallway, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's all cells. There's a cool Ottawa bus. We don't have one of these in Montreal, this kind.
Oh, cool. Tell us
Has
about
like
that
a funny
bus.
the Ottawa Transpo bus. This is we don't have these in Montreal. I can't remember. I think this is a new flyer, it's called.
A big Canadian
there
flag
it
on
is.
the back.
Yeah, pretty cool. Ottawa has a Canadian flag on their buses. I guess because we're the capital.
I saw in the Gazette that they're going to get rid of the word "go" on our Montreal buses.
Oh yeah, because it's not French enough.
And they want to
Imagine.
change all the music equipment, like volume, bass, treble. They want all that to be in French as well. So,
Imagine all the musical equipment.
so you're
It'd be so
like
expensive.
like 10 minutes from the city. You're just walking around.
Yeah, I'm actually in the downtown core right now. So I think actually, look, there's City Hall coming up. The actual City Hall of Ottawa. We'll be seeing that in a minute here.
I used to play with Under Our Groove. Remember that funk band?
Oh yes, with what's his name? He came here a couple of times on the
Leon.
chat.
Yeah, we did
Banana.
about 3 gigs down there. The first time
I sent you a link about the website.
Thank you, Frankie. The first time I ever drove the Basemobile was to Ottawa, and we did a gig at the beer market because they have one. They used to have one there too. But in Ottawa, at the beer market, they have a Cupid in the front, like he's a little baby and he's peeing. That little statue.
Yes.
But in Ottawa, they covered him with shorts. They put shorts over his bit because it's Ottawa.
And in Montreal. Yeah, Montreal has one too. I think I showed you. It recently closed down. In Montreal, there was one there too with the statue.
Yeah, we did. We did a lot of gigs there every month. We had a residency there
Beer
for like
Town.
three years, and then one day they just said, "Oh, we got rid of the stage. There's no more bands." And it was like, "Oh, that was it." I was like, "Oh, thanks for the 3 years of gigs. Bye."
Incredible, eh?
That's what's great about it being a musician. There's no retirement plan. There's no dental plan. There's no money. There's no savings. There's no nothing. Everyone likes you for the first 5 minutes, and then they throw you in the garbage. They throw you in the garbage, Frankie. Frankie, if you're
Like
a
the doctor.
musician, you get thrown in the garbage. So I'm going to hand it over to Frankie, and Sky, you guys talk to each other for a wee bit.
All right,
Hey,
sounds
Pat,
good,
I
Jack.
just-
Take a break.
And I just sent you a link about the handheld gaming consoles and things like this.
Thanks,
An
Frank.
emulator.
I'll check that out. It's an emulator, right?
Yes, it's a handheld emulator.
Thanks, Frankie. I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, I remember there was Game Boy and Nintendo DS way back. What
It's a
system
handheld gaming.
Yeah, the handheld ones. Yeah, those were good, eh?
It's great.
How was the Popeyes chicken? You enjoyed it?
Yes, I enjoyed it. It was great.
Did you end up being one of the first people there?
That was great there.
That's amazing. I hope Montreal gets a Popeyes. How's the weather this weekend in Sydney, Nova Scotia?
The weather in Sydney, Nova Scotia, it's going to be raining on Saturday. Then it's going to be like nice out on Sunday.
Which is good for the flowers and the trees and the vegetation, right?
But Environment Canada did not issue rainfall warning at all.
So it's not gonna rain too much.
Not going to rain too much.
What are your plans later? Are you going to the Doolies?
Yes, hitting the duties and things like this. I just sent you the Center Base Guy show a link to the chat board. It's like the handheld gaming.
Thanks, Frankie. So any gaming fans out there, they could try that out. And I like the old games, like Jack said. Atari.
That's Larry.
I never.
Sorry.
Larry's doing some tests. I can hear it perfectly. Beautiful.
Just getting the next song ready because I didn't have anything planned for after the call because you get weeks, say, where everything's just crazy busy and there's no time for anything.
I know you mentioned, Jack, you were airing out your apartment. You opened the window up the other day. It was nice and windy.
And cleaning,
and you just let all the dust.
I got to clean the studio all the time because of dust, and it's like I got to move everything around and clean it and fix it and wires, and if I go to the food store, it takes 3 hours because we don't have a food store. The good news is I heard that at the beef factory in our town there's a little store, and the lady there is going to start taking bread and cheese and milk and stuff like that. So.
Oh, that's good. So you'll have another option. So.
But it's been a fun 2 years of taking I still like taking the train. I love the trains now because of you, Pat. I fell in love with the trains. Frankie, do you ever see trains in your area?
Yes, I've seen trains carrying coal from the coal piers to the Ringgan power plant. It's on the train tracks going to the power plant.
That's right. You told me that before. That's right.
Oh yeah, there's a power plant, I believe.
Yeah, and it's like I've seen pictures, Frankie, like from your house and stuff. It's at the other side of the lake or in the water, right?
The other side and they get the coal piers close to my house.
And you can just walk up and see the ocean, can't you, Frankie? You can see the Atlantic.
I can see the coal piers, and that's why the boat carries the coal to the coal piers, and the train picks up the coal and takes it to the power plant.
Pat, where do we have to go see the Atlantic Ocean?
Yeah, I guess we'd have to take the train, the Via Rail train, or drive there, or a bus, or we can. I guess, yeah, Frankie can see the ocean, and I guess anywhere in the Maritimes, right? Halifax, I think I saw it too when I went to Halifax.
Because I have spinal damage and a bad back, I don't go out or do much. Like I did that video with Pat, and it really destroyed me. But I've been planning all year, practicing taking the train like to Point Claire. I would love to take the train all the way to Montreal some weekend soon and come visit you, and we'll ride the REM just for fun, if that's cool with you, Pat.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Base guy, you'll get the link to emulator already.
Oh, thank you. Pat.
Yeah, thanks, Frankie.
Yeah, thank you, Frankie. I got it. I'll show it after. Are you having fun so far, Frankie?
Yes, I'm having fun so far.
Can we
Here's
see
the Rideau Canal.
The Rideau Canal. Wicked.
Yeah, this is in the wintertime people skate here, and in the summer
not long
in the
ago,
summer
a few years ago, Pat, a few years ago I was there with like a couple of friends, and we were partying and having fun, and it was just like four of us. So we're walking around, and we went down to the canal during like now the flood season, and the river was roaring, and one of my friends went in the river, and I went and grabbed her. She started floating away, and like I half jumped in and I grabbed her legs and I pulled her out, and I said, "What the hell are you doing?" You know, when people are like drunk and having fun, you know, like
yeah, exactly.
It's dangerous though. Never go in the water. Never.
Exactly. Watch it from the side.
There's another thing. Mountains is dangerous as well. Never climb up the mountains alone either, because it could get major injuries.
And what if you get lost and it becomes nighttime and you can't see, Frankie, in the dark?
Up in the mountains. That means it could fall down.
So what's that we're seeing right now, Pat? Is that that's a light? That's the Rideau Canal, right?
Yeah, we're going to be going on the bridge here. You can see the bridge.
Yeah.
We're going to go up there and make my way back to the jail.
I know exactly where you are now. I was there last time I was there a little while ago.
The Rogers Center it's called, and it's like there's a big shopping mall down there called the Rideau Center.
And how long was the bus? 3 hours with all the stops and everything?
Yeah, it usually takes only 2 hours, but I guess they stopped in Laval, which is just north of Montreal, and then in Gatineau.
And was it fun? It's funny. Like you had a good window view, and you were comfortable and everything?
Yeah, that's right. I had a nice view from the window.
And what about the ski resorts like Banff, Alberta, and Whistler, BC? Never ski alone because it could be dangerous hills and things like this.
Yeah. Oh, I just got a message saying we're running out of time. That means we have 10 minutes left, Frankie. 10 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
That means never go skiing alone.
Yeah, because you could hit a tree and fall down the mountain and go dum 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 dum.
I heard in Nova Scotia, Frankie, there's 2 people missing maybe in the woods or something. 2 kids or 2.
I said that the other day, Pat, that social media is kind of like a place that promotes anti-intellectualism.
Yeah, you're right. And here we are, me, you, and Frankie, enjoying Friday night talking about cool stuff.
I was just saying that because I was looking at the chat board. Sometimes I just look at the chat board and people are talking about whatever I just said. So
that means the mountain's really dangerous. A guy could fall down the mountain. The doctor throws the guy in the garbage.
Why, Pat? Why? Oh, don't pop the mic, Van. Once Van Goat was here in real life, and he said, "Don't pop the mic." So I keep saying that.
Oh yeah, because you repositioned everything.
Yeah. So it's like I said, I had a flood and all my equipment got ruined, and I'm still to this day. It's been over a year, and I'm still putting it back together. Hence the freak out.
I'm really looking forward to when you get that kit for the overwater.
Yeah, I kind of just let it go now because I saved up money for it, and all the money I saved up for it is gone on bills and stuff. So
the necessities, yeah. Well,
I managed to save $400. I don't even know how much it'll cost, but I saved $400, and it's like, oh, I can't wait to get the gear to fix. It's electronics to fix my bass. It's broken, so
exactly right.
I'll get back on. He's busy too. I know he's busy.
Yeah.
He's building basses for like big musicians around the world and stuff. So my thing's just like a side kind of annoying thing probably. But he's a good guy. Chris and Lawrence, they're really amazing overwater basses. This is a great view. Pat, tell us where you are right now and what's going on.
Yeah, I'll stop here for a minute. So yeah, this is the Rideau Canal, as you can see, as I was just at. And this is towards downtown Ottawa. And I think we could see the Parliament building here, the Capitol. There, yeah, right there. I'm going to zoom in, guys. Hang on.
Parliament building is high security compound.
That's right, Frankie. They have guys with machine guns walking around to protect the place.
Not the greatest picture, but there it is. That's the Parliament building right there.
Oh, wow.
Did they have
awesome.
K9 units protecting the place? So did they have German Shepherds like K9s?
Now, there's
that's right.
There's Frankie there right now in Sydney, Nova Scotia. I'm in Montreal, and Sky of the Universe is showing us the Parliament building. Frankie was mentioned in the Parliament building, right, Frankie?
Yes, I remember.
2015.
You tell me about it, Frankie. I'm going to go find the video.
And Mark Viking was doing the speech in January 2015.
I'm going to try to find the video right now. That's why the screen is blank, just so I don't hit any information we're not supposed to see, because it happens often.
You can search Frankie down Mark Viking on YouTube.
Okay, so I'll just go to your channel. Give me a second here. I know.
Yeah, there's the building there. That's where Frankie got mentioned by Parliament.
Yes.
Right there. See it?
Just give us a second, Pat, because right now it's a blank screen.
Oh yeah, okay. Take your time.
It's hard to do it all on your own. What do I search, Frankie? What is the video called?
Frankie McDonald, Mark Viking.
Okay, Mark King. Did you say Mark King?
Mark Viking.
Okay, Mark King. And this will be great to see if we can find it. I just put Mark. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Chew, Larry. Oh, did you guys hear that?
Allergies.
Yeah, it's a bit cold in here. It's really cold out lately, man. It's crazy.
My kind of weather.
I don't know how to find the video. I put Mark Viking Parliament.
Maybe Frankie McDonald Parliament.
Frankie McDonald, Mark Viking.
Okay, 1 second. I'm searching on your own page and it won't find it. 1 second. Okay, well, let me just search on YouTube in general.
Yeah.
Because other people have probably put it up. If I had someone here, I could do it faster. Here it is. This is amazing. This is 10 years ago. And so before I play that video, show us again where you are, Pat, in the building, please.
Yeah, sure. I'll zoom in again. Here we go. So hang on. So there's the building that Frankie was mentioning. There's Parliament right over there. Hopefully you guys can see that.
Okay, we can see it. So now I'm going to show the video of Frankie being mentioned in Parliament.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to recognize weatherman extraordinaire Mr. Frankie McDonald of Whitney Pier, Nova Scotia. Frankie the weatherman, as he's come to be known, has taken the internet by storm, making international headlines for his weather reports. He created his forecast after monitoring weather on television and computer, and then takes it to the internet. And with his knowledge, enthusiasm to let us know what type of weather we can expect and how best to prepare. Since he was a young boy, Frankie has always been interested in the weather. His commitment and dedication to further his passion has led his videos being viewed by millions around the world, turning his hobby into a career. Mr. Speaker, I ask all members of this House curious about their weather forecast to visit Frankie McDonald's Facebook page for informative, up-to-date reports. We as Cape Bretoners are very proud of Frankie the Weatherman and wish him all the best as he continues to keep us safe from Mother Nature. Canadians are deep in winter. As Frankie says, stay safe, stay warm, and good luck.
Isn't that amazing? Let's see that building again, Pat.
Oh, I lost
President
it.
Trump's
I passed it
leadership
already.
on the
Sorry,
world
guys.
stage is being put to the test everywhere.
It's out in
And the
view now,
challenge
but-
for America's allies and adversaries alike is this.
Larry, sorry,
figuring
the
out his
video just keeps playing, so I'm trying
No
to run
problem.
like 5 programs at once. Man, some of the programs drive me crazy. Okay, here we go.
How many minutes left of Base Guy Show?
It won't open for some reason. There's like a small picture now of Frankie, and I can't open the Zoom.
Technology, eh, Jack?
Yeah, it's always trying to do things for you. That's what I hate about social media and computers, how they're designed to like do everything for you. So you try and click on something.
Yeah, exactly. That's
and
the thing, right?
It doesn't do what you want to do. It does what it wants to do. There we go. I figured it out. So let's see that
All right,
place
good.
once more. Well, don't worry about it. We saw it. So the building
Yeah.
that Pat, you just showed us, we just showed Frankie in that building for the viewers who are watching from other countries. So there you go.
Yeah, he was mentioned in Parliament. That's amazing. A great honor.
So it all makes sense now. Everything's connected.
It is the Base Guy universe, right?
I do have videos of myself filming Parliament, but I couldn't find them in a rush. It'd be too much. Too
Oh,
messy.
they're somewhere. You have lots of CDs and VHSs, I believe, of
millions of
clips.
private videos I don't even want to ever see again. So
There's the jail, by the way, guys, right there. It's hard to see, but
did you see the old photo I sent you of the jail before all the other buildings were there?
yeah, I saw it. It's incredible.
So that prison was there before all this stuff was there. There was like not much there. It was gardens. and
Yeah,
stuff.
this is an original building. These are all new ones here. It looks like this one's even being built now. So
So the jail was right beside the Parliament building. That's crazy.
yeah, and it's
That's where the bad guys used to be back in the day.
Put all the bad guys there, the bad people that didn't follow the rules, Frankie.
They used to go there once upon a time.
The trailer park boys of the 1800s.
the early version. Yeah,
I'd like to
There it
see
is.
I'd like to see a show like that, the Trailer Park Boys and
Like
the Cowboy.
Buford Mad Dog Tannen from Back to the Future Part 3, 1885. Buford Mad Dog Tannen.
That's right. Back to the Future. What a great film. So
It's like Buford Mad Dog Tannen was the bad guy.
Remember The Great Escape, Alcatraz? That was a good movie.
yeah, they show that every Christmas in Britain. It's a free movie they put on television every year.
Yeah, there's The Great Escape and all kinds of good prison movies, eh?
Alex Guinness, right? He's one of the actors.
And the Green Mile with Tom Hanks.
That's the Green Mile. That has magic in that film, right?
Yeah.
What's your favorite film ever, Frankie?
2012.
What happens in 2012? The destruction of the world?
Yes.
I agree. I feel the same, Pat. I wouldn't mind seeing a big comet would come down about now. It'd be good timing, you know? Sort out a few surface nuisances. Humans are surface nuisance. So, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It just cuts off like that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the BBC. We apologize for this interruption. Frankie, the show's over. Hey, Frankie, we got cut off. The Zoom's...
That means we have to create a new link. It's just doing roundup weather and I'm right down here listening to Base Guy Show.
Oh, can I just like send a new link? Yeah.
Yes.
Start meeting. Okay. I never. Oh, you just start again.
Send me an email.
Oh, I got to send you an email. Okay. With the. with the
Start new meeting.
Okay. Thanks, Frankie. I'll do that now. Okay, so there's Frankie McDonald on my phone there, and we got some instructions there. Never mind the bass guitar or anything like that. We'll start the meeting and copy invitation. So I got to copy the invitation, and I got to send it to Frankie. So just give me a minute here. Please stand by. We'll be back in not 5 minutes, but about 2 minutes. Hello, Frankie. Welcome back to the show. So Frankie taught me I could just start the thing over again, but we'll just talk for a little bit. So let's do a roundup, Frankie, like you said.
That means the weather in Nova Scotia is going to rain on Saturday. It's going to not much rain. It's not a heavy rain till so then April 26th and 27th, 2025. And it's going to bring cooler temperatures in Cape Breton on Monday after that. And you'll get the link to the emulator device. It's like a video game handheld emulator for you to play.
I'll check it on.
Best of luck to you. I'm Frank Dell. You're listening to Bass Guy Show.
So there's Frankie McDonald. That's our Zoom call meeting. And we're going to... sorry, I've got to close like 15 programs here. So, yeah, David Smith, play the link. Come on, man. So yeah, if David Link, this is like the 18th time. If you tell me what to do and what to play and all that stuff, it's called being a troll. And I'm not really paying attention on purpose because I don't really care. But try to avoid the do this, do that. You should do this. Click this now. Play this song. Do that. You know, why don't you do your own show, dude? Original Pong, play the link, what's up? So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to play one more song for Frankie and Van Gogh. If you like the show and you'd like to help out, you can go to bassguyshow.com and you can... So I don't know why the mic is popping so much. There's a bit of problems today, but I think we'll do one more little freaky tune followed by a folky tune, and then we'll finish up. So thank you for watching A Bass Guy Show. God damn it, Larry, you frickin' jerk. Okay, you're fired, Larry. Sorry about that. It's one of those days. It's like 8 million things going on, and I'm trying to do a show about music, and 8 other billion things happen, so please stand by.
Once we pull the veil away, we see this inchoate kind of force, the willing itself. He says on page 17 that the will wills itself absolutely and eternally. So it's not even simply self-preservation, because self-preservation implies myself relative to a different being. The very ability to distinguish myself from a different being is already part of the veil of illusion or representation. Actually, nothing is separate from anything else ultimately. This also resonates with Schopenhauer's use of Buddhist and Hindu philosophies.
When the shadow no longer rules your energy, something subtle yet profound begins to unfold. You discover you can sit with discomfort without needing to flee from it. This is no small shift. Most of our lives we are taught, implicitly or explicitly, to avoid, suppress, or anesthetize any feeling that unsettles us. We call it coping. We call it strength. But in truth, it is often a quiet form of self-abandonment, a reflexive flight from the parts of ourselves that the shadow feeds on this avoidance. As long as you cannot face what is painful, the shadow governs your behavior from behind the scenes. The escape takes many forms. Some seek it through addiction, substances, screens, compulsive patterns that numb the ache. Others retreat into control, perfectionism, overthinking, strategies designed to keep life predictable and emotion at bay. And then there are those who hide behind anger, sarcasm, or denial, not realizing these are simply shields forged in childhood, armor against feelings once too large to bear. But in all these efforts, what is lost is intimacy with the self. The soul becomes a stranger, and without even realizing it, we live on the surface of our own being. When the shadow no longer rules your energy, something subtle yet profound begins to unfold. You discover you can sit with discomfort without needing to flee from it. This is no small shift. Most of our lives we are taught, implicitly or explicitly, to avoid, suppress, or anesthetize any feeling that unsettles us. We call it coping, we call it strength, but in truth, it is often a quiet form of self-abandonment, a reflexive flight from the parts of ourselves that hurt, that tremble, that feel too much. The shadow feeds on this avoidance. As long as you cannot face what is painful, the shadow governs your behavior from behind the scenes. The escape takes many forms.
They can't see you being strong because it reminds them of their own weaknesses. They recruit flying monkeys and enablers to send across your way only to keep you entangled, only to keep you busy with all the mess they try to create later when you leave them. They can't see you flying away. They can't see you standing for a cause. They can't see you openly speaking about your needs. They can't see you owning your mistakes today. Owning your mistakes, reflecting, taking responsibility are all acts of bravery. It takes a lot of courage to acknowledge one's wrongdoings. And when you do it, they feel like a failure. Deep down, they want that authenticity. The idea of it is alluring, but their false self does not allow it to become their reality. And you know, if a narcissist cannot have it, what will they do? They will try to take it away. If they can't take it away, then they will destroy it. That's exactly what they try to do with your bravery. They hate your resilience, which is why they try everything they can to bring you down. They can't see you being strong because it reminds them of their own weaknesses. They recruit flying monkeys and enablers to send across your way only to keep you entangled, only to keep you busy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got half a pack of cigarettes, a full tank of gas, and I'm on a mission from God for the children. If you'd like to help the show, please visit BassGuyShow.com. Thank you, Van Goat, everybody, for helping out the show tonight. Bass Guy loves you, no fear. We're going to look at a video of the time Bass Guy Show got flooded and all his equipment got ruined, and he had to move back out and back in again and rebuild the whole show so that he could make $10 a month. Because music's free. Everyone loves art, but it's free. So please don't feel shy to visit BassGuyShow.com and help out there. Bass Guy loves you. No fear. See you next Friday. The Eagle hopefully will fly on Friday. Baby's been gone so long. Even the carpet on the floor could fade. Next time, baby, I won't make that mistake. Every day I have the blues. Every day I have the blues. Worries and troubles, baby, you know it's you I hate to lose. Nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. Nobody loves me, nobody seems to care. Worries and troubles, baby, damn fucking right I've had my share. I pack my suitcase, move a little further down the line. I pack my suitcase, move a little further down the line. Ain't nobody there worrying, ain't nobody crying. Every day, 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 every day I have the blues. Worries and troubles, baby, it's you I hate to lose.
I just got home. My apartment got full of like a quarter to a foot of water. I got a
And wait 30 seconds before finally taking
Of senna flavors in your crusty mouth.
spoon. Eggs everywhere. Now gently. 1 minute tap on the top.
Noise hole, you will be transported in all your corporeality into my control room.